What if I told you that poor record keeping is the silent killer of daily savings businesses? Every year, countless businesses collapse, not because they lack customers, but because they can't track savings, withdrawals, and cash flow effectively. December should be a time of joy for savers, but for many, it turns into disappointment. Customers line up to withdraw their hard earned savings only to be met with delays, confusion, or even financial losses. Why? Because the business didn't keep accurate records. Imagine running a daily savings business where every transaction is accounted for and cash flow is predictable. Withdrawals are met without stress. A business that not only survives but thrives. In this video, I will show you the essential record keeping strategies that will turn your daily savings business into a trusted, profitable success. Watch till the end. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. You're welcome to this channel, the Record Keeping Lab. In today's section, we'll be looking at record keeping in a daily savings business, how you maintain accurate and reliable records in a daily savings business such that you can sustain the growth of the business. So the topic for today is how to keep records, how to keep accurate records in a daily savings business. Let's get started. All right, so let's begin by talking about the basic tools you need to keep accurate records in this form of business. Firstly, you'll be needing a daily savings card or booklet. This booklet is what you issue to the customer upon registration, for which you enter his daily reports of savings. And secondly, what you need is a simple KYC form, that is a simple know your customer form. This form will be very, very important for you to create an account and also verify the detail of every customer, especially when they want to make withdrawals. And thirdly, you need a hardcover notebook. This hardcover notebook can be used regularly in taking notes of daily collections and payments to customers. And lastly, you'll be needing a computer or a smartphone. The purpose of the computer or smartphone is for you to be keeping records in your system or online. To ensure a successful and efficient record keeping, I have put together 8 steps that should be executed carefully when it comes to record keeping in this business niche. So step 1 is account registration. When it comes to this form of business, what the businessman does is to visit customers. And then when you visit people, you register them for the business. So upon registration, you issue them a daily savings booklet. So each person should have that particular booklet. Now, each customer issued that booklet should as well be given a savings number or an account number. That number serves as an identity or trace to that particular customer. And also, the booklet front page should clearly state the name of the customer, savings card number, and address and other contact details like phone number and every other thing that should identify that customer. Step 2 is KYC capturing. And that means in the course of the businessman registering the customers, he has to provide them with a simple know your customer form to fill. Now, this form should include the following details: the customer's name, home address, and phone number, the savings card number, and the dates the customer was registered or captured, the signature of customer, and possibly the business own signature. If possible, the business signature should include a stamp, that identifies that customer that his form is an authentic one. And lastly, there should be a section in the form for the passport photograph of the customer. So step 3 is data capture. Now, in data capture, you scan the form, the KYC form you collected from the customer, you scan it along with a passport attached, and you save it to your computer or phone. But sometimes a customer may not really have a passport to provide. In this scenario, you can as well snap them live and save the file to your device, be it a computer or phone that you're using. All right, so we've come to a very important part of this discussion or lesson, and that's step number 4. In step number 4, we'll be talking about customer daily savings account template. What is this template meant for? This template is meant for tracking each customer's balance, what is supposed to be their balance payable. Come on, you're dealing with the public here. There are some persons who might choose to be fraudulent, by adding figures to the savings booklet that is with them. And at the end of the day, you begin to pay for an amount of money that you did not receive. And so for you to track this and to ensure that what is actually on their booklet is a true reflection of what they've already given to you, you have to create this daily savings account template to track that. You create a customer daily savings account template using a spreadsheet software. By these, I mean you can use either Google Sheets or Excel. The template should have a section for customer service charge deductible. When you provide these services of saving money for these customers, there is also
a service charge for that. So each customer's account should have a section for deducting this commission or charges. Another section should be for deposit for every money that is saved with you, and another section should be for withdrawals for money that they've withdrawn, and a section that should reflect their balance that is due. The template should also have a section that you can import customers' KYC form to at the top of the spreadsheet or at the very beginning of the spreadsheet. So by the time you click and open the template, what you see boldly should be the customer details or profile. So that is that for this section. And please take note of this section so that you can be able to do well or understand the procedures that we've been talking about. From step 1 to step 4, we've actually talked about how you register the customer by issuing them their savings booklets. You've equally also captured them, by ensuring that they fill the KYC form, and they've also given you money for savings, what they will be saving. They've given you part of that money for that particular day. And now you are in your office, and you want to now put all these details in your device. You want to now put these details in your system. That is to create an account for each of this customer with what you have collected from them. So what do you now do in step 5? Step 5 is now account creation. In step 5, you open the customer daily savings account template that you created in step 4. Import the customer KYC form to the template. Next, post the total amount of cash received from the customer to the deposit section and enter the corresponding dates. Close the template and rename the file in the order of account number, business name initials, and customer's name. The example here is 10 SW Emeka Ushe. I repeat that again, 10 SW Emeka Ushe. In this example, we are actually saying that the customer has 10 as his account number or savings card number. Then SW represents the company's initial, the daily savings company's or business initial. SW means Save Well Daily Savings Enterprise. Let's put it that way. Then space the customer's name, which is Emeka Ushe. Now, with this method, you can easily locate any account file quickly whenever you're posting entries into the various customers' accounts. Okay, so the next procedure is to have a cash book template, and that brings us to step 6. Step 6, cash book template. So what you need to do here is to create a cash book template using the spreadsheet for tracking daily receipts and payments. In every business, you have to track what comes in and what actually goes out. And in this form of business, what you actually hold as inventory or what you actually keep is people's money. So you have to track the money that comes in and the money that actually goes out as well. So this is the essence for having this particular template or account for knowing what is going on in the business. So the cash book should show all cash deposits that you receive from customers and all cash withdrawal paid to customers, and probably any other expenses that you run during the course of doing the business, like transportation, feeding, stationaries, and etc. Another thing you need to do is, for as you go out collecting and also making payments to people, you need to be recording these on the field. So you need to have a hardcover notebook for recording daily collections and payments to customers. So that brings us to the end of step 6. See you in the next step. All right, so we've come to another important step, and that's step 7. And in step 7, it is assumed that your business is set. Everything that you need to put in place to keep the business going is already set. So step 7 is daily record keeping. Now, what do you do here? Now, in daily record keeping, you've started going to meet customers and you've been collecting cash from them. And as you're doing this, all the cash you're collecting from the customers, you have to record them in the daily collection notebook. Then at the end of the day, all the money you've collected, you count the money and write the total amount of money you collected somewhere. And then compare the total amount of money you collected in cash, compare it with the total balance recorded in your daily collection notebook, the total balance you recorded as deposits for that day. You have to compare it with the actual cash. Now, having done this reconciliation and you find out that the actual amount of money collected is equivalent to what you recorded, you can now start posting. Post each customer's deposits from the daily collection notebook to their various daily savings accounts. You also have to post the total balance recorded as deposits for that day to your cash book receipt section, and also post all daily withdrawals, including expenses that you incurred on that day, to the payment section of your cash book as well. Then take notes, the procedures or policy you have to follow when making withdrawals. When a customer tenders a card for withdrawal, do not just hurry up and give them cash. Rather, take that card to the office, verify his account first to ensure that this person is really your customer because you have their details. And having done that, you complete or you process the withdrawal by posting the amount payable to the customer on the withdrawal section of his account so that his account can be deducted of the money he wants to withdraw. Having done this, you cannot issue cash to the customer. You can even have a stamp that shows paid, a confirmation stamp that shows paid, and stamp the section of that card for which the customer has withdrawn money from. That is the page that the customer have withdrawn money from. Yes, I want to commend you specially for watching this video to this very extent. It shows that you are a good listener and you are also very serious to learn something innovative. So we've come to the final step, and that is step 8, that has to do with monthly record keeping. At month end, extract the balance due per customer from their savings account and sum up to get the total amounts payable to customers. I repeat that. At the end of the month, you extract the balance due per customers from their various savings accounts, then you sum it up to know the total amount that is payable to the customers. Next, reconcile your cash book by completing all entries to ensure your cash book balances correspond with your actual cash on hand and bank. And that means if there is a difference between your cash book and what is showing in your bank and the physical cash you have at hand, ensure that all the differences are corrected by completing all entries. That is, if there are deductions that you're supposed to make that you've not done during the course of the month, you have to do them so that your actual cash on hand and back, where cash in bank can correspond with your cash book balances. Then finally, calculate your profit by deducting the total amount payable to customers from your total cash book balance. The difference or the remainder becomes your monthly profit. So that's how we've come to the end of these 8 important steps that can help you keep records correctly in this business niche. All right, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for staying to the end of this particular class. But do you like to know more through a practical section to enable you turn your daily savings business into a dream saving institution? Perhaps you can even get a bank, who knows? Then you have to watch out for the next episode. Click the link on the description to watch.